What is going on, everyone? It's the Random Name 951 bringing another review of one of my Gundam MSIA action figures. And today I have some special figures for you guys today. Recently just bought a lot that came with a Ramba Ral, a Johnny Ridden's Zaku 2, Ramba Ral Zaku 1, and it also came with a Gallop armored Big Row and a Gun Parry. I'll be doing those reviews later, but right now I'll probably do Zaku, Ramba Ral Zaku 1 and Johnny Ridden's customized Zaku 2 version 1. So I was on eBay like about a week ago, and I saw this lot going up, which was the one I just told you I got, and I wasn't too sure. I was really interested because it had the Gallop in it, and you know how expensive the Gallop is nowadays. It's not no $40. It's not no $20. It's not even $60. Like the ones that are up right now are like $90, and then the ones brand new in box that are up are like going for 170. So let's just say they're not very easy to get for a decent price. I got my lot for $40, and then they charged me $20 for shipping, which wasn't too bad. I was happy because Ramba Ral, I think he came with basically everything. He was included in his little deluxe set with the Gallop. But I'll go over Johnny Ridden when I do that review. So let's go over it. So it's basically like any Zaku 1, just a different color, a different color variant. I think instead of having the green chest and the green armor skirt, we have a nice baby blue. And we have this nice regular blue to go with it. So overall, just a blue Zaku. It's equipped with a Zaku 1 machine gun. So, you know, has a little drum mag here. And then it comes with a... I don't think it comes with a shield. I'm not too sure. Because I've seen a review on them, but I can't remember. But mine came with, you know, both its shoulders. Its little insignia of Ramba Ral. You know, both its shoulders. And also came with its Ramba Ral's Heat Hawk, which is pretty cool. It's a lot thinner than I thought, but nonetheless really awesome. And as you can probably see, it looks like there's some cuts in the skirt armor, and that's because I was doing some I was going under the knife with my Gundams. This was kind of like the first time, and probably not the smartest thing to do with, like, especially some of these figures, since this one's not very, you don't come by him very often, but he is out there. But I did go under the knife. It came out decent. I mean, it's not the best. You can see the skirt armor is a little weird, and the one on the right came out pretty good. The problem why it looks like this is because for some reason his leg is not, it's not sticking in very well. Like, let me show you. Like, it could come off very easy. Like, I could just take it off like this. And it has to do with the mold. The mold's supposed to be kind of closed in, but the mold came like I'm guessing. I don't think it was because of the seller, what they did. But basically the mold was kind of it was supposed to be smaller so it would go in better. The left leg's fine. There's nothing wrong with the left leg. But I mean, it's easy. It's an easy fix. All I have to do is just I can either just use a replacement part from a Zaku 1 or Zaku 2, which is they're pretty easy to find, and just get the thigh part and swap it. Or, like I've heard before, maybe run some hot water, try to squeeze it, and then, you know, put some cold water to you know, harden the mold back again, so it's like you're remolding it. But this seems like it's either stretched out or the mold came out deformed, so I don't think that's going to work for this guy. But just to show you that this is kind of like faulty, let me just change the thigh. Because my Johnny Ridden's customized I got for this, I was trying it out, and the thigh is just fine. Like, works fantastic. Let's see here. Is it even in here? Let's see. Hold on, give me a second. So why isn't this one going on? Maybe it's just me being dumb. Alright. Give me a second, just got it in. And there we go. So this is him with the Johnny Ridden's thigh, and it's a lot better. It stays in way better, and thanks to modding the skirt armor, there's a lot more flexibility, so you could basically do the splits. You know, a lot more flexibility. You know, just a lot better posability. So you can see how much further the leg could go with the skirt armor being cut. Just doing this little mod for your figures gives it a lot more playability as well. If you know what I'm talking about. If you ever had if you have a Zaku 1 or Zaku 2, probably most likely a Zaku 2, you know, skirt armor just really hinders the mobility and flexibility of the figure from the torso down, or at least in the thigh part, being able to move its thighs up and down like that. You know, a very good, useful mod. I got this idea from Joshua Gundamo. He does a lot of modifications for his Gundams, and you know, he does customs. If you ever seen his videos, I'm pretty sure many of you have that have watched my videos. You've probably seen his. He does a lot of nice and very detailed reviews of his Gundams. But yeah, I got that little idea from him, and I just decided to try it out today. It's not too hard to do. You know, just you could go to Dollar Tree, 99-cent store, Dollar General, get like a $1 safety razor. They have these, you know, for $1 anywhere. This one I think I got at 99-cent store. It came with a 3-pack. You kind of want like a smaller blade like this, so it's more easy to do the cutting, and it's a lot more manageable instead of getting this big old knife to do it. Like with a box cutter. This is a box cutter, but it's like a smaller one, you know. And all you have to do is, you know, get it out and apply enough pressure, because the blade's going to be sharp enough if you haven't used it. So just apply enough pressure, but make sure you go slowly. If you do it right, because in the front you can see how mine came out a little crooked right there. It started going to the side. The left side of the hip where the skirt armor is came out pretty decent. And the back, this one looks flawless. You can't even tell. This one you could tell a little bit, kind of messed up. You know, that's because I was like kind of cutting, and you don't really want to cut. What you want to do is just, you know, apply enough pressure where it's like cutting through butter basically, and with the blade it'll just cut really nice and smooth until you get to where you want to stop at, which is basically, you know, up there. It's a nice little mod. Another little mod that I also seen from him is just, you know, drilling a little extra hole so you can have both sides to, you know, equip either, you know, you could equip heat hawks on both sides, so maybe you could equip Ramba Rals on his left side of hip, and then equip a fallen Zaku 2's heat hawk on the other side, so, you know, for double melee, you know, combat and all that stuff. So it's easy stuff that makes the Zakus a lot more better than they already are. But you know, I mean, we have the version 2s for that, but you know, the version 2s only came out in so many releases, and you know, there's not too many, and the version 2s are a lot more tougher to come by, and they're not very cheap either. So little stuff like this can help maximize your Zaku's potential, whether it's a Zaku 1 or a Zaku 2. I mean, that's about it. I will be doing a review, like I said, of the Gallop. I got the Big Row and the Gunperry. They do need a little bit cleaning up because they didn't come in the greatest condition. They're not scratched or anything, but they do have like some dirt on them and whatever else. And you can see there's like some green stuff here. It looks like it could have been grass or something. I don't know. So I need to like clean up this figure definitely still before I get to doing more reviews. Yeah, and then another thing is sometimes when you put these guns on, like the Zaku machine guns or just any weapon for a figure that has a gun, sometimes due to the finger not being as good, not being cut enough, the gun won't go on very well and it won't stick very well in between the fingers. So another thing that I saw from Joshua Gadamo was took a safety or just like a sort of just a blade. You can even use a scalpel, but I think that's kind of overdoing it. It's kind of too sharp. A safety blade's more of a safer option. And you know, you just cut along the lines of the finger until you go get to desired point, and then you have a better hand for holding your Zaku machine guns or just your accessories. And then, you know, if you want to have two trigger fingers, you could do the same by just basically cutting the other hand that's an open fist or open hand and doing the same thing. I might do that for Ramba Ral because for some reason he doesn't hold the heat hog very well in his regular hand. I don't know, it doesn't, because of the width of Ramba Ral's heat hog, it doesn't really go in too well. So I might just make this another trigger finger as well, so you can, you know, do wield, you know, Zaku one machine gun, and then, you know, get a fallen Zaku 2's machine gun out there too. But yeah, overall, really cool figure. Really makes it pop out because of its color variation. I really like the baby blue with the dark blue and his little you know, Xeon insignia and then the Ramba Ral insignia. I really like how the Zaku 1 machine gun looks. It reminds me of the submachine guns that the GM uses, almost, because of how the side stock is and the way the clip is on there. Just a very awesome figure, and if you go find one, definitely try to pick him up. You know, maybe if you could find his Heat Hawk 2 to go with him, that'd be great. You know, Zaku 1 machine guns are always replaceable, but they're not as easy to come by as Zaku 2 machine guns. But, you know, nonetheless, he's just a cool figure to have, and definitely awesome. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this Ramba Ral Zaku 1 version 1 review video. Stay tuned, I'll be doing a lot more reviews on more Gundams I got. Like I said, I still have to do those other figures I got, and I'm gonna do Johnny Ridden's High Mobility Zaku 2 version 1 next on this next video. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and peace.